In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things I dislike about the Samsung Galaxy A26. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the brand new Galaxy A26 in the flesh right here. And I've had this device for over a month now. And I just wanted to talk about some things over that time period that I found I didn't like. First and foremost, the battery life on this device is not great. It's actually considerably less powerful than the Galaxy A56. And that was something that really surprised me, considering that, of course, we have a more powerful processor in the Galaxy A56, and we have a bunch of other niceties in there, like a 1900 nit screen instead of a 1200 nit screen instead of the A26. So that was definitely something that surprised me. I get about 5 hours battery life on this, give or take. And even on the Galaxy A56, I get a whole 7 hours on that device. So if you guys are a heavy user, you're probably going to find yourself charging this once throughout the day, especially if it's not at 100%, which of course usually isn't unless you put on a charger at nighttime. So yeah, battery life is not the greatest on the Galaxy A26. Second thing I found that I really dislike about this phone has to be the mono speaker on this. So no, they do not have stereo speakers on this device. There is just one little tiny speaker at the bottom right side, and it really isn't that powerful, to be quite honest. It's one of the things that I really dislike about this device. Obviously, a lot of people out there, if you're going to pay $200, $250, $300, or even get this phone for free, I don't think a lot of you are going to care about it all too much, but it's definitely something that kind of annoys me, especially since I play video games a lot on my phone. So if you're a mobile gamer out there, you're definitely going to be covering up your speaker if you have big bulky hands like me, and even if you don't, I just feel like it's a terrible placement for the speaker, and I was just hoping we would at least have like stereo speakers on this to go ahead and stop that from happening. So yeah, definitely something I dislike about this phone. And it's not the loudest speaker in the world either, which is super weird because the Galaxy A56 speakers are loud, they are crisp, they are premium. This is definitely something on the opposite end of the spectrum. Next up, and an obvious thing right here, considering the slimness of this box, we don't have any charger inside this box. And of course, that's something that the United States people are used to, but yeah, people overseas are starting to not get this charger in the box either. So yeah, it seems like it's a universal thing now, hoping that they maybe do something later on about that. But yeah, no charger in the box. It's an obvious con. Next thing I dislike about this device, and this is very opinionated because some of you may like this, but just the design language on the front of this device, I don't like. It's kind of unnecessary, and I know that they do this because they're trying to sell you the A36 or the A56 or a more premium design or something like that. But you can at least give us just the hole punch camera. That teardrop notch is so old now. And of course, the bottom of this display, that chin is so thick. Just something that I don't like about this phone, considering that the back of this phone looks beautiful. We have a beautiful glass back right here. Yeah, the front doesn't look amazing. It definitely looks like a budget phone. And considering we're in 2025, I was hoping for a better design than this now. But yeah, it's kind of just a thing that we're going to have to deal with. If it's the A16 or, you know, the A26, we're going to have that design language on here to kind of indicate that it's a quote unquote cheaper or lesser phone. But of course, it's marketing, and they're doing the best they can do. And hey, they're a billion-dollar company. So what does my opinion matter, right? Next up, and the last thing I dislike about this phone is going to be that we have only 25-watt charging on here. So it is going to be a little slower than the Galaxy A56, and they have 45-watt charging. So that kind of sucks. I was hoping for something a little bit quicker, kind of slow, honestly, for 2025. And we have no wireless charging on this device as well in 2025. And even the Galaxy A56, they didn't have wireless charging on the device either, which is something that really, really surprised me. But yeah, 25-watt charging and no wireless charging on the A26. Crazy stuff right here. Now, but all in all things considered, I feel like this device is still pretty solid. If you guys can get over those cons about this device. But those were just some things that I felt kind of took a little bit away from the phone with the month I spent with this phone. So let me know in the comment section down below if you have this device, if you have some things you dislike about it or love about it. I would love to know. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. This has been Safal from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.